Welcome into this special Cuse Countdown web edition alongside Gabe Altieri. I'm Mark Sell, and it's great to have you with us, getting you set for Syracuse basketball's matchup with the Arkansas Razorbacks on Friday night. So SU's 4-0 going into the matchup, and here's how the Orange did it. So Syracuse 4-0 on the season, and so far when you take a look at these slate of games, Gabe, what stood out to you the most so far this year?
Well, it's got to be the play of Michael Carter-Williams, the guy, 13 assists. People were talking after the game that if he could have, if some of his teammates might have connected on some of those shots they missed against Colgate, he could have gotten close to Sherman Douglas's 22 assist record in one game. He might get it this year. We'll have to keep watching.
And another thing that you notice about all these games is the fact that SU had so much balance in them. It's been a new guy and a new star stepping out and stepping up in every single game. So now when we take a look at Arkansas, the team, the 3-2 on the season, and they had this thing called the fastest 40 minutes in basketball, very up-tempo style. How is SU going to have to deal with that at Bud Walton Arena?
Well, it's going to be tough, but I think they just have to stick to their game. Actually, you know, Syracuse likes playing in transition sometimes. They like speeding up the game, especially on offense. And then in the 2-3 zone, the key is for Arkansas to be a little bit cold on their shots, to not be hitting from three against that zone, because if they can get hot and play well in transition, watch out. That's danger time for Cuse. But other than that, I think they'll be okay.
And you can make the argument that the SU defense overall this season, probably one of the best in the conference. But is the defense going to be one of your X factors for the game, or is it something different?
It's exactly my X factor.
Okay.
There, Mark. Syracuse
kind of a psychic
defense,
here almost.
Arkansas, nearly 80 points per game this year. That's a fantastic number. Now, they've had some cupcakes on the schedule, so maybe inflated a little bit. But that's something Syracuse is going to have to watch out for on the road against a whiteout crowd. Those guys are going to be pumped to be playing a top 10 team. Syracuse is just going to have to keep their cool, be calm, and let the game come to them.
And at the end of the day, all that being said, Gabe, what's your prediction for the matchup on Friday night?
Well, I'm going to go with Syracuse 85-67. I just think they're going to be too much. Michael Carter-Williams is playing great right now. James Sutherland doesn't look like he can miss from three. For my money, it's got to be Syracuse.
All right, well, SU going to be taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks Friday night at Bud Walton Arena. And after the game, make sure you keep it here right on the sports blog. That's sportsblog.citrustv.net. We'll have full post-game reaction of SU's matchup. For Gabe Altieri, I'm Mark Sell, and this is Citrus TV Cuse Countdown on the web.